Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm Richard.
I'm Paige.
Today, we're going to walk you guys through how we met. I'm going to give you my version, and then Paige will give you her version. You good with
Okay.
that, hon?
Yeah, we got a lot of questions about that on the first two videos, so this is our response.
I had been working on myself for about 10 years, and I wasn't in a relationship, but I finally got to a place where I wanted that special someone in my life. So guess what I did? I went on Facebook Match. First of all, I was looking for somebody who was caring, obviously beautiful. I also wanted someone who already had kids, who was familiar with having a family. And I also wanted to read through someone's profile, and I wanted to see if I could instantly have a spark just by looking at their profile and their picture. And when I ran across Paige, I really do believe it was God sent, because I had been praying for this amazing type woman to be in my life. And when I read her profile, saw her pictures, it just seemed as though she was meant for me. So guess what I did? I went ahead, and I don't know what it's called, swipe right or whatever they call it on Facebook.
I think that's Tinder.
Oh, sorry. It
This
wasn't
was
that.
Tinder.
It wasn't that. Whatever it is, I liked her. And guess what? She responded back to me.
I had just decided that I wanted to kind of put myself back out there and start dating. So, kind of on a whim, I made myself a Facebook profile. I didn't even have that many pictures of myself without the kids or anything like that. So, I found the two most recent ones that I felt kind of gave a little bit of my personality through the pictures, put a brief little description up and didn't think too much of it. Pressed active and followed in with the next few days, and I came across his profile and I thought, obviously handsome. I was attracted to his pictures. He wasn't holding a fish in his pictures, which is something that if you're in Southwest Florida, you will understand. Every man was holding a fish. That made him unique, believe it or not. So yeah, I whatever the swipe right is on Facebook dating, that's what I did. So he reached out to me, and we went out for coffee. We met at a Starbucks, and I just really enjoyed our conversation from the minute we met. It was like we had known each other for quite some time, and the conversation just kept going and going, and I just left that chat. We were there for like an hour.
Yeah,
so
quite a bit.
I remember being surprised at how long we were there because it flew by. And I just remember really, really feeling like, wow, I've met somebody who is lovely and kind. This can't possibly be my luck. And I just felt really good about it. And then, do you want to?
Yeah. So, when I walked into that Starbucks, wow. She was sitting there, and I was hoping and praying that was her. Now, obviously, I saw her pictures, but you know how, if you are familiar with this online dating thing, and I had a little bit more experience than Paige at online dating. Sometimes what you see isn't always what you get when you get there in person. So I was pleasantly surprised and impressed that she was exactly what she put up on Facebook Match. And then, more importantly, when we started having our conversation, we had so many things in common when it comes to family, when it comes to friends, when it comes to helping people, just being a good, genuine, down-to-earth person. We both have faith, and that was important to me. You guys know I'm a faith guy, God, all that stuff. And put all of those things together. We were there about an hour and 15 minutes, and I know I didn't want the encounter to end. So I know she also was feeling the same way. So what did we do? We decided to meet a second time, and this time I think we had lunch. And then I continued to ask her out. She continued to agree. And then 6 months later,
Here we
here we are.
One thing that I liked about you is that you continued to lock it down, lock the next time we were going to see each other down before we left each other.
Right.
So you didn't leave any ambiguity, which for how I am in my life, I really appreciated that. So that was one thing you did for the first coffee date. You already had the second one lined up. Lunch date, you already had the dinner date lined up. So that was really cool, and I definitely appreciated that. And we've just continued to pick up the pace.
One thing I wanted to do when I met Paige and I initially felt she could be the one, I didn't want her to leave any of our initial meetings without knowing what my intentions were. So I didn't want to be undecisive. I wanted to make sure she understood that I was a decisive person, a decision maker, and I wanted to make her understand when she left, there was no gray area. Whether he likes me, does he want to see me again? I didn't want to put that pressure on her. Not that it would cause pressure for her, but I didn't want that pressure on her. I wanted her to leave that meeting or that lunch or that next dinner to know that I want to see you again. I wasn't gonna play these games of, let me see if she's gonna text me. Maybe she'll text me. Oh no, let's see who texts. No, I didn't want to do any of that because I knew I felt like she was the one, and I wanted her to understand that I was serious and I wasn't wasting her time, and I think it worked.
It worked, and I appreciated that, because one of the things that I communicated to Richard in the beginning was that I am looking for a leader. So out in my life, I have to make a bunch of decisions every single day. I lead my household and all of the things that come with that. So what I was really looking for was a partner, and I communicated that to him, but I was also looking for a leader, somebody to help me lead or be the leader, however you want to put that. And he showed that from the very beginning with the initiations of the next time we would see each other and so forth. So that was I responded really well to that, and still do, and will continue to do. So,
well, guys, that's how we met. Yeah, I mean, I know some of you will say, well, a dating app? Well, guys, hey, it's 2026. And at that time, it was mid-2025. I think it's okay for people to meet in any way they feel appropriate for them. I mean, I don't judge how people meet. I'm happy people find each other. And sometimes you have to do unusual or sometimes, non-traditional methods of meeting someone. And I thank goodness I did, or I wouldn't be standing here right now with this beautiful, caring, loving woman who I want to spend the rest of my life with, had I not gotten myself a little bit out of that traditional way of thinking and said, hey, let's try something new. Who knows? Let's give it a shot.
I agree so much. Anybody who knows me knows that was very much not my MO, and would probably be surprised if I told them this. I had no intention. In fact, I was only on that app for about a week. I've met one person, went on one date, and that's it. I was pretty resigned to the fact that when I was ready to meet somebody, and it would be probably somebody that's in my world. I'm a soccer mom, so I was thinking I would meet a soccer dad who was single and so forth. I never would have met Richard. Our lives don't cross
exactly
at all organically. So this was, I don't know what that says about the universe, but I was really, really grateful that I put myself out there in a way that didn't really quite feel natural to me, but I did. I don't know what made me do it. I did it. I'm so grateful. What else?
I think that's enough for right now.
That was a lot.
Drop us some comments. Let us know what you think. We read all the comments and we try to respond to all of them. So
I have been.
Yeah. So we are committed to sharing some of our life with you guys because we feel like somebody out there needs to hear our story and somebody out there will benefit from it. So we're going to keep doing it, but we love your feedback. So drop it down in the comment box. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you on the next episode.
in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.